Folks, you tired of stress? You tired of watching Tony Pizza tell the same fake wise guy story like a scratched record? Well, forget about it. Tommy Stiggs got the cure. Introducing Stiggs, the daily dose of sanity. Flavor profile, fresh Jersey sarcasm, sprinkled with a lil wisdom, and topped with, I don't give a fuck. 100% organic, made from pure neighborhood gossip and black coffee. FDA approved? Nah, fella don't even approve his own credit card bill. Each serving of Stiggs guarantees you a strong opinion, a side-eye glare, and a smart-ass comment about your uncle's cousin's bookie. Perfect for breakfast, with a buttered roll and a regular coffee. Heavy on the regular. Testimonials. Frankie from Bayonne. I sprinkled Stiggs on my egg sandwich. Suddenly, I don't tolerate no bullshit. Chi-Chi from Staten Island. 2 scoops of Stiggs and my ex stopped calling. Miracle, I tell ya. So go ahead. Pick up a box of Stiggs, available now at all fine bodegas, social clubs, and directly from the trunk of Willie's car. Limited time offer. Buy one, get a free forget about it keychain. Stiggs, don't just live life. Complain about it with class. Bambi's Twisted Tales, Puss in Boots. Joey Raguso's bum luck Brooklyn ain't kind to losers, and Joey Raguso, he was looking like the patron saint of bad breaks. His old man croaks, leaves him nothing but debts and a busted building where the roof leaks more than the neighborhood snitches. So Joey's sitting on the stoop, rain soaking through his shirt, muttering to himself. Other guys, their fathers die. They get delis, numbers joints, maybe even a freaking Cadillac. Me? I get a flea circus in a fur coat. That's when the cat shows up. Not a skinny alley rat chaser, nah. This cat's built different. Boots polished so sharp you could check your hair in 'em. Little fedora tilted, cigar glowing like a beacon. He don't meow. He talks. Clear, confident. Kid, he says, puffin', you sittin' here feelin' sorry for yourself, but me, I see potential. Joey Raguso sounds like a boss name, if you ask me. But you need guidance, you need flash, you need me. Joey falls back against the railing, crossing himself. Christ almighty, I'm hearing voices. Either the Chianti's gone bad or I need a shrink. The cat flicks open a stiletto knife from his boot and scratches Joey's cheek just enough to sting. You think this is a hallucination, paysan? You think imaginary cats draw blood? Snap out of it. We're going places. Lobsters for Carlo. The next morning, Joey wakes up thinking maybe it was a dream. But there's the cat smoking a cigar on the window ledge, boots shined like Sunday shoes. Get up, Puss says. We got work. They head to the docks. It's still dark, fog rolling in, stevedores hustling crates. Puss greases a fishmonger with a 5, talks his way past the watchman like he owns the joint, and before Joey can blink, they're loading a cart with 3 crates of live lobster. Tribute, Puss says, for Don Carlo Ventresca. You don't buy respect with money, you buy it with generosity and timing. They march up to Carlo's mansion, a brick fortress with wrought iron gates. 2 soldiers on the porch give Joey the once-over, but when they see the cat puffing away like he's made, they step aside. Carlo answers in his robe, coffee in one hand, newspaper in the other. Big man scar across his jaw, presence like a thunderstorm. What's this? He grunts. Puss bows. Gift, boss, fresh from the sea. My boss, Joey Raguso, sends his regards. Carlo squints. Raguso? Ain't that the punk whose old man owed me $3 grand? Puss blows smoke, calm as you like. That was yesterday. Today, Joey's paying respect. Carlo smirks. Maybe the kid's smarter than his old man. He waves the soldiers to bring the crates in. Tell Raguso I'll remember this. Joey's standing there sweating, but when they leave, guys on the block are already whispering. Joey Raguso sent a gift to Don Carlo. The myth begins. Sunday dinner at the Ventrescas. 2 weeks later, Joey gets invited to Sunday dinner. He shows up in his only decent suit, tie crooked, shoes scuffed. Puss is perched on his shoulder, whispering advice like a demon consigliere. Smile, but not too much. Compliment the gravy. Don't look at Carlo's daughter too long, but not too short either. Balance, kid. The table's set like royalty. Pasta bowls steam, sausages sizzle, bread baskets never empty. Carlo sits at the head, his soldiers flank the sides, and across from Joey is Francesca. Francesca Ventresca, green eyes sharp enough to cut glass, black hair curled perfect, nails painted blood red. She looks Joey up and down like he's a menu option. So, she says, leaning in, you're the famous Joey Raguso. I heard you cleaned up that O'Malley crew in Red Hook. Joey chokes on his wine. Puss butts in smooth. Of course, my boss don't let disrespect slide. O'Malley stepped out of line, Joey handled it. Carlo chuckles, tapping his cigar ash. I like a man who don't take disrespect. Maybe this Raguso kid ain't so soft after all. Francesca smirks. Joey feels his knees go weak under the table. O.G.R.E in Harlem, but every rise stirs jealousy. Word spreads fast. Joey Raguso's sending tributes. Joey's eating with Carlo. Joey's making a name. That pisses off O.G.R.E, Ozzy Giovanni Rossetti, the Harlem Butcher. O.G.R.E's a monster. 6'5", 400 pounds, gold chains clanking, voice like a freight train. Runs bodegas, numbers, protection rackets. People pay him 'cause if they don't, they disappear. And now he hears Joey Raguso's stepping on his toes. One night, Carlo calls a sit-down at Willie's pub. Back rooms thick with smoke, old wood creaking, glasses clinking. O.G.R.E stomps in, belly first, his 2 gorillas behind him. Brooklyn ain't sleeping, not after Trock's funeral, not after the bodies that hit the dirt. And in season 2, forget about it, it only gets bloodier. Nick, he's losing sleep, losing trust, maybe losing his mind. Goku, he's clenching the reins, dragging the family deeper into the shadows. And Bambi Palermo, she's walking the tightrope between Fed and family, with the devil in silk waiting to pull her strings. Christians in town making moves, making threats, and making sure nobody gets out clean, not even her. Meanwhile, the allies are restless, the enemies are bold, and the feds, even they can't tell who's wearing the white hat no more. This ain't just Brooklyn anymore. This is a goddamn bloodline war, and everybody's got something to lose. Coming soon to the Pizzaverse, to YouTube, to anybody dumb enough to watch. Brooklyn Bloodlines, you either ride with us, or you get buried by us. Capiche? Ventresca, O.G.R.E rumbles. You letting some punk Raguso send tributes in my territory? I'll squash him like a bug. Puss leans against the bar, cigar glowing. You could try, big man, but Joey Raguso ain't no bug. He's a boss in the making. The tension's thick. Carlo ends it before shots fly, but everyone knows. This ain't over. The shakedown. Puss don't wait for war. That night he sneaks into O.G.R.E's Harlem mansion. Marble floors, chandeliers, half a pig roasting in the kitchen. Place smells like grease and blood. O.G.R.E stomps out of his study, laughing. So the little kitty cat thinks he can step into my house. Puss smirks, puffing cool. Word is, you're untouchable. Prove it. O.G.R.E roars and transforms. His body twists, bones crack, and suddenly he's a lion. Mane blazing, teeth bared. The guards scatter. Puss claps slow. Impressive. But let me ask, can you do small, like a rat? Or is all that roar just for show? O.G.R.E snarls, but he does it. Shrinks down into a fat, squeaking rat. Puss grins, flicks his stiletto, and slice. Blood on the Persian rug. O.G.R.E.'s empire ends in a heartbeat. Joey's rise. Next morning, Puss drags ledgers, deeds, and keys to Carlo. Boss, he says, Joey Raguso cleaned house. Harlem's his now. Carlo's impressed. Joey, your family. That Sunday, the church bells ring. Joey pulls up in a Cadillac, Francesca on his arm. The dons all clap. The neighborhood shows respect. Joey Raguso, the kid who had nothing, is now married into power. At the reception, wise guys are drinking, gambling, laughing. Nick Decaprili's dealing cards, Chi-Chi's flirting, Willie's pouring whiskey like water. Puss raises a glass. To Joey Raguso, from scraps on a stoop to sitting with kings. And to me, Puss in Boots, 'cause without me he's still eating crusts in the rain. The joint erupts in laughter, the band strikes up, and Joey finally smiles like he belongs. The streets whisper a new legend. Joey Raguso's untouchable. Francesca's his bride. Carlo's his father-in-law. Harlem's his turf. And Puss. He lounges on Carlo's balcony, puffing cigar smoke at the stars. Brains beat brawn every time. And nobody hustles like Puss in Boots. Moral. Don't matter if you're a broke kid or a cat in shiny leather, the hustle makes the dawn. Smarts, guts, and style will always outplay size and muscle. If you enjoyed this saga, don't be a stoonad. Smash that subscribe, hit the like, and ring the bell. This is Bambi's Twisted Tales, where fairy tales don't end in happily ever after. They end in power, respect, and sometimes blood on the rug. Thanks for watching.